it came into view. And when it did, I'm looking down there and I see these three very dark figures standing right out in the open in this gravel quarry. But it took me no more than a couple of seconds before I realized what I was looking at were not human. They're not people anyway. And by that, I mean, they didn't fit the bill. The first thing that really stuck out to me was the length of these arms. They were all three standing, obviously on two legs, side by side, facing us. So they were watching us. They were observing us. But these arms, that's the thing that got me. These arms went on all three of them, went all the way down to their knees, and they were jet black. This was like 3 in the afternoon, and bright sunny day, and there was not a stitch of clothing on them that I could make out. No uniform, no jeans or shirt or anything. It was just black from head to foot. They were built like bodybuilders, huge, not just in girth but in height. The tallest of the three stood in the middle. I estimated to be about 9 feet, possibly at least 9 feet in height. But the two that flanked it to its left and right were easily, well, they came up to its shoulder, and I would say they were easily 7 feet tall. But it was the activity they were engaged in that pretty much sealed it for me, because they were, well, that one in the middle, that bigger of the three, stood there almost like a statue. These two on either side of it were exhibiting this swaying motion, if you will, rocking side to side, shifting their weight from one foot to the other and just kind of swinging back and forth. Very not typical of human. And in the process, these long pendulous arms were swinging down at their knees, and they did it the entire time I watched them. It just made no sense to me, other than it wasn't human at all. But it was long enough for me to know what I was seeing. Probably better said, what I wasn't seeing, because they weren't human. There's no question in my mind about that.